They are quite nice, aren't they? Ooh. Oh, look at that. APM tab. We like to bring you all the information here at Alpha X. EPM as well, just showing you that, you know what, APM, it's not always the same as EPM. Alright, enough of that. Bottom left side we have a Dragon Phoenix Pink Protoss player gamer. He is Hero. Top right side, the red Terran, the menace of the Shopify Rebellion. It's the Wildman, BYUN. I almost said Bibs. I almost said Bibs. It's Bibs from the Shopify Rebellion. No, Bibs is on Alpha X, of course. Much better at StarCraft. BYUN here, on the other hand, going for a double refinery right off the bat. So it's looking like it might not be the triple racks this time around. Why best of 9? What else did you want? Magic 3? Magic 3 Chew? Did you want the best of 7? Best of 12? Best of 9s are nice. Best of 9s are nice, in my opinion. I like them because you get the most out of it, right? If somebody really wins the 9, best of 9 convincingly, there's absolutely no question that that player is better. You get to see these tactics of these players a lot more develop as the series goes on, right? You have more opportunities to kind of get themselves set up. What makes it special? It's just a show match. It's just a show match. Because it's a show match and stuff like a big tournament. In the big tournament, right, you've already done a lot of StarCraft. So then to also end the entire thing with a best of 9, it seems a bit excessive for a lot of tournaments. So they like to keep it a little bit shorter with the best of 7 to finish it off with. And yeah, I mean, well, we don't have that problem here with an entire tournament being in the front of this. No, we can just put these two players together and have them play a best of 9. And we get a couple of extra games out of it. Some more StarCraft for the people. Command Center being a little bit annoyed right now. Hero did go across the map quite aggressively with these units. Oh, there it is. Factory. I was like, where did the factory go? Did he place it next to the barracks? And the barracks is transformed into a factory, so... The Cyclone here, nice choice out of BYUN, but will it help him kill this final Stalker as well? It's gonna be close. Okay, well, Reaper will finish it off, but losing the Cyclone also. Hero, on the other hand... Yeah, gonna slow things down a little bit. Not really an opening we see all that often, but an opening that's pretty good against Hero in particular. Hero has been very aggressive in that early game we saw against Keen recently. Another best of 9 we've casted. Yeah, Hero loves to just grab himself some extra gateway units and start marching across the map. Be a nuisance, take out as many Marines, SCVs as possible. And just delay everything for the Terran. And he was having a lot of success with it. So, BYUN opening up here with a Cyclone opening. Definitely keeps them safe against those gateway units in the early part of the game. They are still somewhat considered invulnerable to a certain extent. So pretty crazy, pretty crazy. Raven in the production for BYUN, and he's going to be very happy with that Raven when he starts running into Dark Templars. As they are being constructed here by Hero. Now, one of the things to take into consideration here that could, of course, still go wrong, right? Because now it's like, aha, well, alright, well, Hero's going for the ETs, BYUN's getting a Raven, that's it, GG, well played, Hero. Not exactly, not exactly. That Raven still will have to be at the right place at the right time, and I've seen BYUN many a times with a Raven, not really all too interested in just staying back at home. Although he might be with the Stalkers nearby. But yeah, usually that is a tool that he likes to just send off across the map in order to take out probes with. It's a little benchy type tool. Does look like he is keeping it at home for the time being. And Hero, I believe he saw that Raven, so now he's not making the investments anymore as much. Not making the dark... Oh, no, never mind. He is still going for them. Where are they? Where are those little buggers? I was assuming they'd be here. Yeah, there they are. Okay. Yeah, so still just kind of waiting around. The Raven still in the main base. So it's no longer shows up here for Hero, and I'm wondering if he's gonna take that at face value and assume that the Raven went across the map. Oh, now sees it again though. Right. Now, there's no third base here just yet in production for BYUN. Still just going heavy off of the production, but he's moving his siege tank slowly forwards, making me believe that he might be looking for a third base on location. Does the scan, sees that there is a third base over there as well. And that's got to be the trigger, right? Either for him to start moving out with the 2 medevacts finishing up, or for him to finally start off that third base. BYUN is double the army supply, but we still have the trouble of the DTs here as well. The Raven a little bit far forwards. Luckily for him, the Stalkers all went back home. And over here. Somewhere on a camping trip. On the left side of the screen. Hallucinated Phoenix will spot the move out. And the lack of a third base as well, of course. There we go. Now that is the production of the third on the low ground. Is he just going to sit here? Wow, okay. I really had anticipated more of a move. Thought he was going to go out with those siege tanks, but no, he's just going to stick at the red side of the map here. The DTs are coming in. Where did that Raven go again? Well, guess what? We were talking about this. He loves to send that Raven across the map in order to do harassment, but that means now these SCVs here completely unprotected. Raven, I'm not sure where it went. I'm trying to pick it up on the minimap again. I think it may have gone down also. Yes, it has. That is quite abysmal. Now BYUN here waiting, trying to get enough energy for another scan. It's 5 seconds short. 8 SCVs have fallen so far, and it looks like we're going to have some trouble on the third as well. All the siege tanks were moved, and that means that third is not really meant for this world. So that's to be cancelled. And the one advantage that, well, I say advantage. The one thing that could potentially get BYUN back into a macro game here. Kind of getting shut down right now. And BYUN realizing that this might be the moment where he's just going to have to go for it. That might be playing into Hero's hands as well. Hero most likely realizing this is a likely event. When you send the invisible man in. They're invisible. You could never visibly see him. It's a fake word, guys. Don't worry, you're not going crazy. And yeah, just sending in these DTs one by one. I mean, it is such a pain. BYUN just doesn't have the scan energy to really make this a push now. So not only did the DTs do great harassments, the DTs actually single-handedly keeping Heroes safe in his own base now as well. All because BYUN lost the Raven on a little adventurous mission on the left side of the map. So yeah, that is a bit of a bummer there for BYUN. It's gonna have to find another way in this game to victory, and attempting the third base on the high ground right now. It's quite late, of course. Production of probe hasn't gone all that bananas just quite yet, though. It's fully saturated 3 bases, but no 4th base yet produced. Hero might still be under the impression that there is a likelihood of a big Terranol incoming in, of course. So probably he's playing it a little bit more careful as well, which could provide BYUN with an opportunity in case he doesn't kill his opponents right now. Talking about killing his opponents, here comes Hero walking into the natural base. BYUN realizing, oh my, oh boy, alright, let's turn the whole circus around again. Try to get on top of this Protoss army, but there are force fields available with this army, and they're going up the main door ramp. Okay, luckily for the the Marines and the Marauders, a single Archon stopping the force field from being put down, and BYUN being able to target down the sentries as they were trying to maneuver their way up on top of that ramp. The Stalker's going to try to get recalled here. BYUN wants to target down as many as possible. And that was not the worst fight for BYUN overall, but it did delay him by a significant amount once again. Hero sending his army out as well, though, and makes me believe that he does not feel like he's ready to take a full head-on fight. Wants to try and buy time for those disruptors to come out. BYUN attempting the pickup micro, but unfortunately grabbing the wrong siege tank there. Oh, that could have been bad. Oh, this is bad. What's going on here? You might have to pause if... Well, the players are still playing. I'm sure that if they're still playing at this moment in time... Okay, this is really bad. Oh, I don't want to pause it for them. They'll have to pause it themselves. What is going on? There was no problem here whatsoever for so... Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I feel so horrible. Why at this moment? Why? Why? Please stop. I didn't do anything. I didn't change anything. Please! Game! This is so weird! What is happening? Everything is fine on my end. Everything else.
Game 4.
Oh my god! Okay, here we go.
Game resumed.
Probably shouldn't have done the 3-1-2-1 like in a weird order, just to check if the surface wanted me again. I don't know, that felt like a weird server thing. Okay, okay, we're continuing onwards. I just have my heart in my throat right now, man. Okay, we're moving on forwards. Disruptors not really landing here. BYUN did take out the 3rd base, but he's having trouble breaking the army at the moment. Disruptor! Oh, going forwards. Is he out of disruptor shots? No, he's not. BYUN. Oh, that is a big shot. Wants to grab whatever he can still on the retreating path. With the mines, one of them does go off, but there's not that much left here. 2, 3 more Widow mines. A 4th one about to be ready as well. That might be enough. Yeah, the zealots are gone now. BYUN really putting on the micro, but it's a bit more of a solid economy engine behind the army of the Protoss. Although we don't have the gas here yet on the 3rd base. Might still be very gateway intensive. Still a couple more Widow mines here. Still deadly afraid of this thing just suddenly having a lag spike out of nowhere. Absolutely terrified. Ooh, careful. This is not good. Bit of a weird stalemate-y scenario here. The Terran doesn't want to push in, and Protoss doesn't want to push out. Both of them just kind of a game of chicken, really. Well, if you're not gonna push, I'm not gonna push. Oh, is he gonna find this base? That might be a really good moment for him. Has the defense set up already for this army right here? Ooh, don't go up that ramp, I'd say. Disruptors do go quicker in those speed zones, so they'll be on top of you a lot quicker in this situation here. Yeah, this is one of the worst places to fight disruptors at. Absolute worst. Alright, Hero. On the march now, going across the map. Will be set up in a similar situation here. And again, I mean, it's not a place where you really want to fight disruptors. It's a bit better because your army moves quicker as well right now. It's not just the disruptor shots that get a little boost down the ramp. Hero being super careful right now. As well as BYUN, and it's kind of interesting. Wondering when one of these players will decide to make their move somewhere, anywhere. Liberators, okay, not quite set up, so Hero looks like he wants to try and make use of it. The bio was sent away miles. Oh my, there's so many disruptors still. Are there still enough? Liberators shooting away from far in the sky. The bio, they might be doing it, man. They might be doing it. Oh, that disruptor shot, that one disruptor. Okay, doesn't quite land. Another disruptor does go down. Suddenly, BYUN in a, well, potentially okay position. Very quick back and forth there, and neither of these players really managing to scramble out on top. BYUN, very oversaturated on that third base. Has to start moving his main base somewhere else, I'd say. But then again, that's going to open him up to all sorts of DT harassment and all sorts of things. Talking about DT harassment. Oh, that got spotted. Even going after that little observer right there. There we go. It's a good call, honestly. That observer, one of the most valuable units right now for Hero. Being able to see this army move around makes it a lot easier to get your disruptor shots at the right time, at the right angle. Okay, yeah, BYUN still doesn't know about the base on the left side, on the 9 o'clock. So that is why he's been trying to force his way through here. If he knew about that base on the left side, he may have been able to force Hero into a fight a lot sooner. But this is already it. GG is called. BYUN, man. Alright. Alright, that looks alright, right? That looks alright. Okay. Moving along with this game right here, we have a Hellion in the main base, an Adept in the natural, and no probes really taking action. It looks like Hero was looking at the Raid Shadow Legends himself as well, perhaps. Doing a couple of raids, missions. What if you don't get 100? Well, then I guess we didn't get 100. Well, just like that Oracle, right? You just try something, you come in and you poke in your head and it's like, hey guys, this could be something, you know, beneficial for us, and then it explodes. It just explodes. Who knows? Who knows? Oh well. Let's hope we won't be the Oracle flying into a Widow Mine. Or the Adept walking into a big ball of Marines. Hero. I hate to say it, but it doesn't feel like he's really got a good grasp on this right now. It's like one of those weird situations where it's like, alright, well, I know you like to show off, but man, take it easy on this guy, man. He's just a kid. Of course, Hero, not just a kid. I mean, he went to the military, for goodness sake. Both of them did. He could kill me in and outside of game without too much trouble, I would imagine. But it's starting to feel like BYUN, man. Just picking up wins left, right, and center. Look at that. 5 probe kills, 2 adepts down, and an oracle just for the price of 1 SCV and 1 Hellion here. That is quite something. The Hellion just ran in there, and then it took Hero so long to respond. I guess he was busy with the adept across the map, or the oracle placing, or just movement, trying to avoid widow mines and such, but oh well. There we go. Triple racks available now for Mr. BYUN. Looking to see if he can grab himself a command center as well. The third. He likes to delay it, so. Doesn't get to see too much. This is interesting. Nice 5 gateway pattern with a robo in between as well. Looking to absolutely monstrify his production cycles here. This is starting to very much look like the same army, but he is adding in the Templar Archives as well. That might just be for Archons. It might be that he's looking for the Storm upgrade to combine together with those Disruptor shots. Maybe he's gonna go Colossi this time around. We don't know. Templar Archives not starting an upgrade just quite yet. Okay, trying to lure the big bio into the trap, and there it is. Status trap activated. Even with the other status trap already kind of showcasing, right? Beware, there's status trap. But there's so many of them that it doesn't really matter. A couple of zealots actually also stuck in this, this status trap. That's kind of funny. Didn't think this through, did ya? They who make a trap for another will entrap themselves inevitably. It's an old Dutch saying. Okay, BYUN trying to avoid that area for the time being. Not sure if there's more status traps. Let me tell you, there is. So, goes for the main base instead with the triple medevac, and that is going to be a tough deal to break. There's no cannons there. There's no shield batteries either. The small forces of Hero here trying to run across the map. A couple of zealots as everything is just kind of falling apart here. BYUN a quick reaction with another drop on the natural base as the army is already struggling to deal with one small batch of units right here. BYUN winning on absolutely every single front right now, and yeah, with a start of a game like that, I mean, it's not too miraculous that it ends up like this, right? How many probes was that? How many probes in total did we lose? Oh, yeah, it was just 42. Just 42. So around the 8-minute mark. But, you know, we lost about 42 probes. Imagine if he still had 42 extra probes, though. That'd be a lot of probes. Anyway, okay, GG. This is straight up bully. I agree, man. That was bottom right side. Let's see if things go a bit smoother for him this time around. The Dragon Phoenix Gamer. It is Hero. The hero of the Dragon Phoenix Gamer Tales. A Protoss of unparalleled caliber, returning to the scene up against the Red Terran. From the from the rebellion of the Shopify kind, it is BYUN. The score wrong. Isn't it 1-1? BYUN 1 game 2. And then... Why is the score then? Guys, you're just telling me it's wrong, but you're not telling me what it's supposed to be. Really? Well, I'll be darned. That's just straight up boring if it's 2-0. I don't want that. Man, I thought... I don't know. Alright, maybe I'm still thinking about the best of 9 between Hero and Keen. I don't know what's going on. Let me think back. So we're playing on Juggernaut, right? And then a bunch of DT... Oh, right, yeah, I remember now. It's best of 9 all played. I don't think that it is. That lag ruins me. Yeah, I just completely lost track of everything that game. And also, just because, like, the start, it felt so incredibly good for Hero that, like, I had written that game off for BYUN a while ago. And then the lag happens, and then I zoned out even more, I think. I think that's what happened. Let's just chuck it up to that, alright? Who knows if it really is. At least, if it, you know, it makes me feel less dumb. So, let's just... let's just do that. Yeah, that's right, guys. The Raid Shadow Legends thing, it does help us out with getting more events going, getting more sponsors going, and just getting more money into the StarCraft 2 scene. Just playing up to level 10, Emblemo. You can get rid of it again if it's not your cup of tea. All right. One probe has died so far. Little Robo coming up with a shield battery also already. Interesting. I mean, we are having a Hellion drop here, potentially. Now, the Hellion drop, even though they one-shot the probes, right, with 4 of them, it can still be a lot more difficult with a shield battery there. Like, the shield battery is just such an anti-harassment tool. It is crazy. Because these Hellions, they aren't all going to shoot this exact same probes every single time, right? Some of them are going to shoot more to the left, others are going to shoot more to the right, and you just may only hit 1 or 2 probes with everything at the same time. Oh. 2, yeah, there you go. 3, okay. That's it, look at that. He could just face tank it with his probes right now because of that shield battery. He would have lost like 9-10 workers there if he didn't have it, I would say, but you know what? You know what? That's what happens. That's what happens. That's the downside for the Hellion harassments, I would say. Like the one real downside for the Hellion harassments over the Widowmine harassment. That the Widowmine, they at least have 1 shot. So if you manage to land their shot, probes die. The Hellions, if you get in there, you might not even be able to kill them. Still. At least not a lot of them, which is usually what you're after. Oh, that is adorable. Oh, that is even more adorable. Oh, BYUN, you. Oh, yeah. Wow. That was some crazy micro. I'm sorry, guys, but that was. Wow. Oh, what was that? He dropped his Widow Mines and then he burrowed the other one so the probes would stay stuck here. Oh, that is crazy. Okay, I'm sorry. That's the first time I've noticed something like that. That was a lot of fun. Okay. Okay. Alright, BYUN. Calm down, man. Jeez. It's too much. It's too much. He is absolutely dunking on him. This is ridiculous. It's like an open book. Even with those Hellions just not working out. It is just not working out for Hero at all. You did that Viking at home? Nah, he's fine. He managed to delay the third base here. He managed to get some more probes with the Widow mines that were still in the corner. Hero apparently kind of losing track of those. Yeah, I kind of lost track of it as well. The medevac was already here in that corner. It's can be difficult to keep tabs on. I mean, we're gonna see it going right now, hopefully. Nope. Maybe potentially. And skadoot skedaddle. Widow mine harassal. Does get spotted here as the... Well, he still makes an attempt. Doesn't really work out, but made an attempt. Or Prism on the top side, not really looking forward to tango with the Viking. As this medevac, surprisingly enough, still alive here. I'm very certain that Starkers could just go over and kill that. BYUN? What? 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 What was that? What was that? Why was he putting so much energy? Like, why was he microing it for so long? What did he think would happen? Interesting. Was he just trying to bait? Like, I was looking around as well. Is he just trying to grab attention from his opponent from somewhere else? Thank you, Bush, for joining us with the raid. Much appreciated, man. Double medevac drop on the top, double medevac drop on the bottom. But looks like neither of them really will achieve much of anything. Maybe just grabbing them both together and going straight through the middle might be the better choice here. Then again, it looks like most of the movement of BYUN here under the careful eye of Hero. Looking not to allow anything go by unnoticed. So base for BYUN also set up right now. Hero once again going for the Templar Archives. Bit of a scramble right here in the middle. Potentially trying to fake some Colossi play here. And you know what? You know what? What are those, BYUN? What are those being built right there? Vikings? Vikings for what? Oh, the Colossi. Oh, yes, of course. Oh, the Colossi, yes. Well, we'll need Vikings for those, won't we? Won't we, Mr. BYUN? Yes. Oh, I love moments like these. StarCraft is just such a fun game. But someone was wondering if you would do a sheesh. Sheesh. Like that. Sheesh. Yeah. I hope that's right. Hope that worked. Alright, better get more Vikings. They only made 2 of them. He may not have been tricked fully. He may not have been tricked fully, but now, I mean, he still has this going for him. Thank you, Raven, as the fight is just starting off there. The storm's dropping from behind! Where did those come from? Oh my! More storms still coming in. Hero, is this gonna be the magic trick that saves him? Oh my lord, that is ridiculous! That is ridiculous, man! He just came from behind with those storms. You don't even see Zergs do that with Banelings all that often. Should better heal the hallucination. Well, I mean, hallucination was doing good work, alright? You need BYUN to be making Vikings here against the storm. High Templar Storm. Alright. Where are we going? Where are we going? Zealots on the left. Not a great army on the right here for Hero, but... Okay, for Ramona, I'm just hoping to see, like, War Prisms with... not Widow Mines, but High Templar just in all sorts of weird little sneaky corners. So that wherever BYUN comes from, he'll have High Templar behind him, just coming in. Oh, it worked out so well, man. That was nuts. That was really cool to see. It's cool to see with, like, disruptors and stuff as well, right? When Protoss players do that type of stuff. It is just so strong. It is so incredibly strong. You just almost take out the possibility of micro from the Terran, right? Or you just make it so much more difficult. Because now, instead of just kiting, you can't just kite anymore. You have to split. You know, or you have to go through the AoE splash damage, which usually isn't the right thing for you. Alright, does get a High Templar there for the price of a couple of Marines. Not bad, not bad. Trying to do the multi-pronged harassment right now. Maybe a couple of EMPs. There we go. Cleaning that up with relative ease, that warping, I mean. And now, the War Prism a little bit over pushed. Just get taken out now. Okay, there's just a lot of stuff happening. Hold up. Okay, this won't do anything. It's gonna be pushed away. This is also dead. Okay, never mind. We went from, like, potentially hell is about to let loose over the Proto civilization to, no, they're pretty fine. They're alright. Except for, economically speaking, they are in a rut. They have loaned too much money to China. They need to pay it all back within a couple of days here, and well, they are being invaded actively by the StarCraft 2 equivalent of Russian propaganda, which would be Marine Marauder, Medevac, Widow Mine pushing, of course. Clearly. Alright, so... yeah, Hero, he's struggling. He is struggling right now. It might just be a matter of time. If he manages to hold on here for long enough, right, against these small clumps of Terran units, and trades efficiently, of course, you still have a chance to get back into it. And... I mean, Hero does have a strong enough army to make those fights go in his favor. But it's not just a matter of, alright, let me make sure to have the units where I need them. It's also about, do I get the disruptor shots that I need? Do I avoid getting absolutely just destroyed with a bunch of EMPs? We are now moving on in. The bioforces seem a little bit lackluster in this area for the moment. There are more still trying to spill on in. Planetary fortress there needs to be repaired, of course, as well. So far, BYUN seemingly a bit busy with other stuff. Preoccupied. War Prism would be a nice price to take down if he could. Might not have been picked up on the sensor there by Mr. BYUN. Has to evacuate this base. Quite busy right now after all. Going in with the counter-attack at this moment in time, and that is the recall. Okay, so Hero not really keen on having this devolve into a base trade situation. Glad that he did his damage across the map, and now he's just gonna avoid taking damage of his own. They aren't very good at finance. Now the Protoss, I don't know how, but they never quite managed to figure it out. It's like a communal kind of community, you know? They don't really care about it that much. They're a lot more carefree in Protoss society. Good hit on that disruptor right there. That's a good start for BYUN. One less disruptor is one less potential hard attack. This is still not the most Terran I've ever seen, though. Especially what it's going up against. That is a scary Protoss ball. There is, of course, still more happening for our Terran player in 2 theaters of battle right now, where he is partaking in the main base and that 4th base of Hero as well, under heavy pressure. This could be the production facilities on the line as well here for BYUN. BYUN, oh, the main base does get cleaned up. That's a big deal. That is a lot of production for Hero now secured. As Hero is still moving forwards without much to stop it so far. There we go. There's the lift up on top of the high ground area. Wants to try and hold here. Disruptor just... Oh, okay. Does get targeted down. War Prism almost saved it, but then the War Prism was shot down, so... Ooh, this is not great. Army supply definitely in favor for Hero here, especially without any further army supply being able to participate anymore. Oh, Disruptor there, just barely not the final nail in the coffin. But it is close. It is extremely close. Like, you're not going to be able to push up on this ramp as BYUN, right? I'm looking at this. He's not going to be able to push up here. Is he? He's going to try. The SFVs need to be in the front. They're not tanking any damage right now. That is... Yeah, that is... not really good for Mr. BYUN. Losing everything. Alright, I think that's it, guys. I think we finally have our point for Hero here on the scoreboard. I think. Don't want to be over cocky and just call it straight away, but... This is just not really a situation I would favor BYUN in. What are the upgrades? Let's just try to see some sort of a limelight here, maybe that is going in favor for BYUN. Let's do Widow Mines here. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. What's this? Oh wow. Okay. You know what? Widow Mine killing a High Templar and almost killing 3 other ones. That's pretty good. You decided to finish BYUN's wrist for good. No, BYUN does these a lot actually, like best of 9s, and he always says that like he has his wrist injuries at home a lot less. He does training sessions of this caliber, and that's it. That's just, oh, that's disgusting. I feel like he was dead a while ago, guys, but he's still giving it his all. GG is gold. All right. In the top right side, we have a red Terran player fighting for the Shoppified rebellious individuals of Shopify Rebellion. It is BYUN. If you thought it would be trouble to fight a dragon, well, let me tell you. Oh, thank you, Raven, for reaching level 10 as well. Very much appreciate it. Helping us out get that stuff done. Anyway. If you thought it was trouble fighting a dragon, and then a dragon appears. A dragon phoenix gamer man is an even bigger threat. This pink Protoss player is gonna prove that fact right now. It is Hero. A little bit later than usual with the scout, but is going to arrive there nonetheless, unless if he wants to go for a proxy here, actually, with the way this probe is moving. It could very well be the Void Ray play. Oh, boy. He's hiding. He's hiding. Is that a good spot to place this? Is it? Is that a good spot? He just puts it down, and I'm like, wait. Don't you just see that when you go through here? Don't you just immediately see it like a you know, stepping on a bit of Lego? It's not like you just kind of keep on moving it. You instantaneously, you're like, ah! It's hard to miss. Little zealot walking across as well. I guess the zealot is going to make it difficult for any scouting to be done outside of the main base. Definitely true. Definitely true. Alright, let's just follow a little brother Simon into the bases. Simon the Zealot. Ah. Angela the Adept's also arriving now. Anyway, this is the real problem here, as I've been kind of neglecting. We've just been watching the Adepts and the Zealots, and it's like, alright, yeah, maybe BYUN is going to be able to fix this situation eventually. But then a Void Ray shows up. And it's like, alright, well... Oh, that Widowmine hit. That is... it would have been big, but, you know, shield batteries. Viking is almost ready, though. He still has that Widowmine alive. He still has this production. Can't believe that Widowmine wasn't targeted down, actually. That is ridiculous. That's the Viking now. Viking wants to try and get on the low HP Void Ray, but a good positioning here from Hero, making that a very difficult thing to do. And the shield battery saves the day again. Well... This is rough. Did he lose both Void Rays? He did. He's still dead. GG. Bottom left side. The Dragon Phoenix gamer. It's the pink Protoss. It is Hero. Top right side. It's a red Terran. Oh, thank you for the for helping us out as well. Was that Bushi? Was that Rushi? I'm not even sure. Sushi maybe? Might have been sushi. I don't know. Anyway, much appreciated. Much appreciated. Top right side. Top right side. Shopify Rebellious. It is BYUN. There's nothing wrong with a little bit of snake analogies between two guys. There's nothing wrong with it. Perfectly natural. Used to do it in ancient Japan all the time. Oh. And G-Bay block does get scouted. Man. That is gonna get cancelled. Alright, so not that big of a deal, right? It's not that bad. I'd say it just makes the game weird, right? Because there's less mining going on with the probes. There's like extra money gone out of the Bank of BYUN early on. This SCV's not doing anything. It's very weird. Why no guitar? What? Alright. Continuing onwards. This is my problem sometimes. When I just read things, I just go like, oh. Why? What do you mean? What do you mean? What is being referred to there? Guitar riff player introductions. I've never done that. I don't have them. I don't have them. It's gonna be so awkward when you try to run your Hellions across the map. Someone, thank you. When When you try to run your aliens across the map to your proxy and along the way towards your own proxied starport, you find a double proxy of your opponent. You just run into an immortal or a wild prison with like 4 stalkers and zealots underneath. This could be a big problem, guys. I think BYUN's gonna die here very soon. I think he's gonna go down pretty quickly. This is BYUN going for a strategy of harassment with a command center built in as well, while Hero is just going for a absolute gut punch of a build. He just, you know, he's one of those bar fighters that would just, instead of, you know, telling the guy let's fight, he would just grab a bottle and then just whack him on the head with it before the other guys even realize that, you know, the battle to the death has started already, or was even gonna start today. Alright, SCVs have to be pulled, have to kinda keep this line safe. There's the medevac right now, absolutely useless in this situation, unfortunately. May be able to do a little bit of pick-up micro against the stalker shots, but yeah, that's just a straight up build order loss right there, guys. GG is called. Raid is a fun game, but be careful with your time and money. Yeah, definitely, for sure. Like, I mean, clearly, if you're a person that only plays StarCraft 2 and doesn't like anything else, like, it might not be your game. But if you like other games as well, where you don't have to continuously press 300 buttons every second, if you like games where, you know, you don't get blindsided as much by your opponent and then he goes off and tell you off even though he won the game and gets very angry at you for losing to his cheese. It happens, right? If you don't like that, maybe Raid Shadow Legends might be more of a game for you. And then you can just still watch StarCraft, right? While you're watching StarCraft 2, that is, like, imagine this. Try to play StarCraft 2 while watching StarCraft 2. Impossible. Impossible. Playing Raid Shadow Legends while playing StarCraft 2, though, on the other hand, a very, very possible event. Sure, you know what, people right now are doing just that. So, there you go. Oh, he got it! The Gladiator Probe. King George the Probeth. Came in and took his head. It's the Probe Revolution. Please don't die, Mr. Probe. You're my hero now. Alright, does stick around. Needs to run away from that Marine, though. Yes! Keep it alive. Go, 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 go. Man, they are putting a lot of effort into this. This is quite exciting. Hey! Thank you, Bushy. Thank you very much. Contributing as well. Much appreciated. Alright, little Zealot doing his pokey action here. Oh, gotta be careful there. SCV, okay, that is on the wrong side of the fence. Now the Marine here in a lot of trouble also. An Adept and a Zealot chasing him. But still got a single shot on that Zealot, delaying the shield regen just a little bit. Might be able to make it easier for that Zealot to be picked off at a later point in time. This is trouble, man. That supply depot actually getting very low on the HP, and now the SCVs have to be pulled forwards. And the Adepts are going to be able to start shooting away at them. 3 SCVs so far have come down. Hero, this is all off the back of one gateway, guys. This is one gateway is doing all of this. It's doing all of this. The Probe, the Zealot, it all comes out together, and now, man, Hero, what a lad. That's true, Dragon Soul. That's a good point, man. That Probe is a valuable player right now. Maybe not the MVP, but definitely quite a valuable player. Because it did lure out that Marine onto the low ground, and then suddenly a Zealot is there, right? And then you're like, oh, wait, what? This isn't supposed to be a unit here. This isn't supposed to be your unit here. And then, yeah, I mean, you get tricked, you get bamboozled. You lose that first marine, and that's a big deal because you're making a reactor and it's your only fighting unit for the time being. You're no longer able to really defend against anything else anymore. And if you just have an opponent that's chronoing out adepts one by one and you don't have any production yourself, you're gonna run into trouble. Oh, there we go. Little Cyclone Scout finds himself in a bit of a pickle with those Phoenix here as well. Actually, that siege tank might not even be able to shoot a single shot right now. Actually, he does shoot one shot, but the Marines, are they plentiful? They might be. They might be. Okay, trying to target down. Save the tank. Save the tank. Doesn't quite do it, but there's a new tank, so maybe these Marines will be convinced that they did save the tank. This is rough, guys. This is quite rough indeed. Third base for Hero doesn't seem to be too far away for the moment. There's a couple extra gateways being added along. Adept glaives even started to be mixed in. These Adept glaives, I mean, we don't see them in this matchup all that often. Because, well, Adept's not that great against Marine Marauders. Or Widow Mines, or Siege Tanks, or... Well, they're all right against Marines, right? But it just feels so weird to fight with them, because if you don't manage to get like a good surround or like a good shade right on top of them, and you have the numbers, then you know, the Marines just melt your adepts as well. It's like a glass cannon versus a glass cannon kind of scenario. It's very just Marine versus Marine-esque, right? But then again, that scenario might come into play here and might be quite advantageous for Hero overall, as there's not going to be any siege tanks involved since the Phoenix are here. Reinforcements is being picked off here as well already, so nothing new will be coming across the map here for a very long time. And there he goes, BYUN setting up the siege as the Phoenix need to try and get themselves on top of this. Okay, waiting for the shade to be almost ready. Then he's going to come in with those Phoenix. He's lifting up the Marines. Alright. Yeah, that is just a squash. GG. Alright, so I'm pretty sure, right, if this is game 7, BYUN is on... map wins? Like, it's just going so quickly now all of a sudden, you know? Is it 4? No, wait, I think it's 3-3. Or is it? It's either 2-4 or it's 3. Shoot. 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 Quickly. I need someone smart to come in and save me here. They've updated this on Wikipedia. Oh my god. 4-2. Yes, I knew that. You see, that's where I'm at as well. Thank you, Colin. Colin, much appreciated. Thank you for saving me. Kotolai also. Thank you. Paying attention to the stream, not just mumbling about. Having a hissy fit about the depths. Thank you guys, thank you. Oh, wow. Get out of here, BYUN. That's the second one this best of 9, BYUN. Oh boy, that is not great. That is not great. That's the second SCV he lost to a probe this game. Or this, I mean, not this game, but this, you know what I mean. Best of 9. Not going for a Nexus either here, Zero. I would be worried about a Stargate pressure build again, but I mean, there's no proxy pylon. I mean, the pylons are both here. It will just be a regular Stargate. Okay. Alright then. Regular Stargates. Still more and more units coming out this time around, guys. Look at this. Look at this. The probe. It's like, oh no. Oh no, I'm a little probe. Oh, don't come and hurt me, Mr. Marine. Oh no, you're shooting me. Oh, let me get a little low on HP. Now I will run away. I hope your strong Marine legs won't come to chase me. But yeah, BYUN not going to fall for it this time around. Look at that! Look at how scared he is! Super scared. Alright, now he's going out with the eye and he's like, alright, fighting time, man. Here we go. This can run away from a zealot. No problem. Easy. That is fun. That is fun. Alright, Phoenix will be out on the map pretty soon as the... well, looks like Widowmine drop being prepared here by BYUN. Actually, he might just go in with the Marines here with the drop. Which could be a bit worse for BYUN. Could be losing quite a bit there if he lets a entire medevac with Marines go down. Oh boy. Alright. Oh, he just used the booster. Oh no. Okay. Got himself to safety again. Well, somewhat safety, right? Except for the medevac. The medevac wasn't safe, but all the Marines bar one word. And some SCVs. That's fine, he's safe again. We could do without those guys, that's alright. It's Hellion over here though, that is, man. Okay. I hate to be a Debbie Downer, guys, but this is just a massacre right now. It started off so just really well for BYUN this entire series, and now, like, it's been a while since I've seen anything go into BYUN's favor. It's crazy. Raven! Okay, that goes down as well. Other Widow Mines here underneath the... there's one over here. The Phoenix, it looks like they might know about it. I'm gonna try to place that elsewhere. That Cyclone, that is too ambitious, Mr. Cyclone. Mr. Cyclone. Get your rotating wheels back to base. We're saving it. Go back on, boys. It's definitely a bit of trouble still for BYUN here. It's just the Phoenix that he's fighting against, right? That's the problem, because it's not just the Phoenix that are on this map. There's more than just Phoenix. But he's struggling against just the Phoenix right now. He's trying to keep up, but... well, trading not really going in his favor. And I have trouble seeing this going into his favor anytime soon. Right? Like, what on this production tab is gonna make him suddenly start... well, I guess the stim and the combat shield are gonna help out. More Marines also always gonna help out, but... alright, well, I'll try to be optimistic. We'll see what happens. Adept Glaives once again starting the upgrade here for our pink Parodos. Pink Parodos. Pink Parodos. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Sleep deprivation makes you do weird stuff. Alright, so what is going on? It is still the 3 base, right? And he's making himself the +1 upgrade for this attack. There we go. There's the Adepts now being warped in. I guess he just won so many Adepts that there's no question about it anymore. He has like 2 Adepts for every singular Marine. Right now it's the opposite way around, but given enough time, maybe that will... 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 will Man. Really is a string bean salad kind of cast today, isn't it? That's what it feels like. I'm not sure if that's how it's conveyed over to you guys as well, but man. Widowmine did manage to strike true, but the Phoenix, they are quite sturdy. Singular Marine might be able to figure out what is going on this opposite side of the map. Finds himself a third base with a lot of probes here. The probe's actually going to start getting pulled, which makes you wonder why, right? Well, I guess he already knows now with all these adepts absolutely everywhere. They are in the main, in the natural. Okay. He got 11 workers. He's got 11 workers. He's lost 15 of the adepts out of the... I believe it was 15 at the time. He's got 8 gateways ready to continue warping in. But... yeah, definitely doesn't seem like BYUN is struggling anymore against just the Phoenix. That is no longer the case. He's just struggling with keeping up against his opponent right now. Hero here in a very low technologically advanced Protoss army composition, but he is getting himself up to a lot of bases. And that can be good enough. It's kind of like the Protoss... oh. Moment of silence for that medevac right there. And potentially a moment of silence for these adepts if they do decide to continue onwards with those shades. Don't decide to do so. Oh, thought that would be medevac for a moment there. BYUN still on 2 base here, guys. Still on 2 base. Gold base has been acquired, 3rd base still mining. Like, the main base is probably gonna get pretty low right here. Okay, oh, that is a big shade right on top of the siege tanks. But now the adepts, they are stuck here for the time being. Do they mine, though? It doesn't look like they do. That's just... man, yeah, that's just it. That's just all she wrote. The adepts not even gonna finish that shade. Where's the reinforcements for our Protoss player, though? They are not participating. They are not keen on winning this game. It does start to feel a little bit like he's just toying with BYUN at this moment, right? It's like, alright, well, let's just not finish him off entirely. Let's just make him feel like he still has a chance to win this, and then we'll see if we can just make this even worse for him. Because now he's just throwing away adepts. I'm not sure why. Hero. 62 adepts. 62 adepts. This is why we don't see adepts that often versus the Terran. It's a funky way to try and finish off your opponent quickly, but it's not working out for him here. I guess that previous game works out for him. Right? It's the same thing he did previous game, with those adepts just coming in as the finishing blow. Adepts do a lot of damage versus Marines, and they just scoot on top of your bio army, so Widow Mines and Siege Tanks will do the friendly splash damage, but I mean, Marines just melt adepts, that's the problem. Exactly, without the splash, there's not that much you can do. Especially without the Widowmine splash of your opponent either, there to help out. It's a bit more HP on those adepts than there is on the Marines, right? So, if you do manage to get the friendly fire Widowmine action going, then could be quite nice for you. 2 Widowmines in this army, actually, never mind, make that 7. Is this the moment where we're gonna see the Shades and the Phoenix make the Terran suicide? I don't know. I don't know, maybe it's just a moment where the Adepts try to, once again, get on top of the SCVs and just start doing economic damage. I mean, it's definitely a way to just win this game, right? BYUN's economy hasn't been that great for a long, long time. It's a bit similar to how a Zerg would play with Ling, Bane, Mutalisk, right? This is the exact movement kind of behavior you would have to do with Ling, Bane, Mutalisk play versus a Terran. But then you don't have Banelings, so you don't have a real way to blow up an army like this. Oh! What was that, Kozan? What was that? Never mind. Okay, that is a big dent in that army right there. Disruptors are out now. Hello, Disruptors. Welcome to the party. Glad you're here, I'm sure. And, okay. Moving along. Moving things along. Adapts now once again in the natural, in the third. Disruptors right here, walking into Widow Minefield. Zero doesn't give a hoot. He just wants anarchy right now. That's all he cares about. Absolute pandemonium in all corners and crevices on this map. Get some Adepts in there. The caster cures. I like that better. Thank you, Pewy2. The caster cures because he cured the situation for Hero there by saying it was bad and then suddenly it turned good. It's the caster cure. That's right. Please take him out of his misery. Man, this is a bit sad, isn't it? If Hero wins this one as well, it's just GG. It's going to be the end of this, this best of 9 right now. Rather short one, but that is what we are gonna have to be doing here. We might have some more StarCraft behind this, I'm not entirely sure. We'll have to take a look. But yeah, this one right here, it seems in a little bit of a troubling state of affairs. Right? This I feel like this is the real problem here. It's like these pink mountainous mountains in the income advantage graph, pointing not in the direction for BYUN for a very long time. Oh! Man, that's a lot of probes. That's a lot of probes. 12 probes, just like that. Oof. EMPs landing on everything. The Adepts coming forwards. There we go. It's just too many of them now. It is just too many of them now. Jumping forwards. Guys, the income has been so far in Hero's favor for such a long period of time. I mean, BYUN, he was losing momentum straight off the bat. Trying to do his drops with his Marines didn't work. Trying to do Hellion scouting didn't work. Anything he tried, Widowmine drops, it all got demolished, right? Not a chance to make it happen. And then Hero just getting so far ahead. Opting to go for a little bit of a less common playstyle. But it seems to be a playstyle like he's not unfamiliar with, right? It does kind of seem like he knows the ins and outs and how to make this work. And oh my god, there was an entire field of Widow Mines there waiting for those Adepts to arrive. And now suddenly all the Adepts here are gone. Does that matter? Does that matter? I'm looking around whether or not that matters. I don't think so. I don't think... Well, it's a lot of probes going down. 24 probes, but then again, it's 17, 18 SCVs left in total. Versus the 64 workers, so... Yeah. Depths here into the third as well, coming in forwards. This Hero will be once again in this space here with a couple of Adepts. Can't blame BYUN for still trying for such a long period in time, right? The problem with these types of games is that, yes, there is still a chance for BYUN to win. It's a very slim one. And thus we are seeing BYUN just continuously getting barraged and barraged and barraged. But he was already in a bad spot, right? It's not like he never had a chance. It's just that he got behind in the earlier part of the game. Never managed to equalize. And now it's just looking like this because he couldn't make it work. Couldn't make it work. Stalkers absolutely everywhere. GG is called. Hero takes game number 7.